Today we're going to go over how to do big bouncy blowout waves just like this. I like to work in sections. I feel like the smaller the section, the easier it is to work through the hair. And if you notice, I take my curling iron and I start it at the root first and curl down to the mid shaft of the hair. And then open my curling iron just slightly and glide it down to the end and roll it all up. The reason for this is because you don't want to roll it from the ends all the way up to the scalp, because the middle and the root area will be layered on top of so many layers of hair that it won't reach the heat of the iron plate. This leads to a more consistent curl from root to end. And if you notice here, the pieces of hair that I'm picking up are fairly wide. They're just not very thick because I'm taking small sections going up the head versus side to side. You also want to make sure that you're keeping your curling iron parallel to the hair strand itself. You always want to curl in a vertical position, starting at the root and then gliding it down to the ends. Here you can see where I've demonstrated that movement throughout the curl. I always like to leave the curl in its natural position after taking it off the heat of the iron to let it cool. Warm hair is a lot like wet paint. If you brash it out and try to mess with it before the hair is completely cooled, it'll lose the curl pattern that you've put in it. Here you'll see me putting in some texture spray, and this is to hold the curl and keep the volume in the hair. I also like to break it up and pull from top to bottom so that the curl has a little more life. And so there you have it, the finished look. If you would like to learn how to do something like this in person with one of our designers, book a styling lab today for you and your friends.